What's going on, everybody? Darren here from Misguided Audio and Visuals, and today I'm going to talk to you about being an artist versus being an engineer, and why being an artist first made me become a better engineer. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're informed on when the next video comes out. And if you wouldn't mind, share this video or drop a comment in the bottom if you agree with some of the things that I'm talking about in this video, or if you have any other insights for people who are artists and or engineers. Alright guys, so let's begin. Being an artist. What is an artist? Well, an artist is somebody who creates. That's pretty much the easiest definition that I have for that. Yeah. So where did I begin as an artist? Well, as an artist, I started when I was 8. I started writing poetry with inspirations like Shakespeare, Tupac, Edgar Allan Poe. So I actually began writing lyrics when we were still doing the boom boom clap on the cafeteria lunch tape. So yeah, while we were still beatboxing on the table, I would sit there with my pen and pad and I would write these lyrics. So years are passing by, I'm still writing these lyrics, I'm still writing poems, and I'm not recording anything. And it wasn't until I moved down to Fredericksburg where I met one of my good friends who introduced me into recording music. Well, hell, I was probably like 12 or 13 before I actually recorded my first song. Well, actually, a couple of the first songs that I recorded, we used a Rock Band microphone hanging from a ceiling fan while using virtual DJ on this crappy laptop that I had to keep borrowing from my mom. I know that's a struggle, but with passion and perseverance, I upgraded to all the nice fancy stuff that you guys see now years later. So this kept going on for a couple years down the road, going and going and going. It was probably when I was about 15 or 16 where I actually got into engineering and started realizing, like, yo, my songs sound like crap. They need to sound better. How, Sway? How? So it wasn't until I got Cool Edit Pro where I actually started dabbling into engineering. And then from there, it kind of just kept progressing. As I was becoming a better artist, I was learning different things to be a better engineer. So they go hand in hand. Granted, I had some really good people in my corner, and one of my extremely close friends helped me out, and he made me learn what it takes to get better sound out of these projects. But it wasn't until recently that I decided that maybe my niche, my passion, is being an engineer. In my personal opinion, I make really great material, but I feel like I'm a better engineer. But before we get into the topic of being an engineer, let me talk about some of the things that I've learned as an artist. Number one, nobody can tell you how to make your music. The whole point about being an artist, being a musician, is freedom of speech. And granted, people are going to shove you into a corner, people are going to put you down, people are going to say this, that, and the third, but that doesn't matter. If you like it, you like it. So let me put it like this. 9 out of 10 people aren't going to like your music. But all it takes is that one person to really get what you're trying to say to become a fan. Number two, it's going to take some time to find your voice. It wasn't until roughly about 5 years ago where I found my voice and where I feel comfortable inside of whatever song I'm doing and whatever project I'm doing. Number three, you have to do shows. I cannot stress this enough. Who's going to find out about you if you're not doing shows? There's only an extent that you can do with spamming people on their inbox on Facebook, promoting stuff through Twitter, doing things through Instagram. Number four, networking. You have to network with every single person on every single social media platform and every single event. Networking is the biggest key. You are your product and you're trying to sell yourself. How can you do that if you're not putting yourself in front of people? Well, really, guys, that's all the tips that I got for being an artist. If you have any other commentary or anything that you want to add to this list, please leave a comment at the bottom. Now that we talked about being an artist and some of the things that I've learned as being an artist, now we're going to talk about being an engineer. And honestly, guys, being an engineer was probably one of the best decisions of my life. Not only do I know a lot of technical terms and have the required knowledge to be able to produce or engineer a very good record, I now have the ability to help help artists develop themselves because I've came from that background. So where did I start as an engineer? As I told you earlier in the video, I started on Cool Edit Pro. Cool Edit Pro is a very downgraded version of Audacity. Trust me guys, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I used Cool Edit Pro when I had a PC and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I could produce some of the best sounds on there. Now when I go back and listen to my old projects, I'm kind of just like, come on Darren, what the hell were you thinking? But nonetheless, it was a learning experience. I had to learn those things and I had to get made fun of a lot. No, seriously, I mean, like, I got made fun of a lot because I didn't have that professional sound, or I just sounded really corny. I mean, like, super corny. So from Cool Edit Pro, I shifted over to FL Studio. From FL Studio, I made my transition from PC to Mac. When I did do that, I was probably about 17, 18, where I decided that I wanted to get heavily into the engineering side of things. Further down the road, I learned that if I can't make it as an artist, I'm going to make it as an engineer, because some of these super talented people don't have the resources or the knowledge or even the time to want to sit there, write their music, come up with lyrics, find people to play their music with them, and then have to go through the process of recording the music, mixing the music, mastering the music. So that's where we come in hand. All we have to do is get people into the studio to record these tracks, and then they rely on us to make their tracks sound phenomenal. That's why I love being an engineer, because we can take their dreams and make it a reality. Here's a couple things I've learned as an engineer. Number one, it's not about what you have, it's about what you know. Being an engineer is very technical, and without the knowledge, the tools don't matter. Number two, record it right the first time. I mean, granted, you're not always going to get the perfect recording, but still, if you take the time to make the proper adjustments in the beginning, it's going to save you in the long run. Number three, read, study, read. This goes back into number one. It's about having that knowledge. Number four, networking. It's all about networking. I know I said this in the artist part, but it's also the same for engineers. It's the same for running a business. It's the same for being a painter. It's the same thing for being a writer. Anything that you do, it's going to require you to network. And like I said before, guys, if you're an engineer out there and you have anything else that you want to add onto this discussion, please put a comment at the bottom. So for the last part of this video, I want to explain why being an artist helped me become a better engineer. As an engineer, you're going to be working with a lot of artists. Most of the artists aren't going to have the terminology that they need to know to describe to you what they're looking for in their record. That's why being an artist helped me become a better engineer, because I used to use some of the same plain Jane words that they would use before I got the knowledge. Also, what made me become a better engineer from having that artist background is because I took the time to develop my craft. So not only can I produce a good record, I can write a good song, I can make it sound phenomenal to my personal opinion. Also, another thing that made me become a better engineer from having that artist background is just knowing some of the things that sound good with each other. So like, for instance, if an artist is looking for a certain reverb for a particular style of music, me as an engineer, I know what's going to sound good, but me as an artist, this would probably sound better because this is what I would do in a song. Well guys, that's pretty much all I have. That's all that I could really think of off the top of my head. Like I said before, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, a music producer, an engineer, or anything in between, please leave a comment at the bottom and tell me what I'm missing, or if you want to add anything to this discussion, let me know, because I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. And like I said in the beginning before, guys, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Please check out all of our other social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at misguidedav. My name is Darren from Misguided Audio and Visuals, and that is going to be the end of the video.